Welcome to another edition of Our City. A few things going around the city of Elizabeth this week. On Wednesday, June 8th at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be part of a Community Development Block Grant, otherwise known as CDBG program. The City of Elizabeth's theme for 2016 is delivering quality services to seniors. This exemplifies all of the great things that our community has accomplished with CDBG funds since the program's inception. It emphasizes continual commitment to increase assistance and create opportunities throughout neighborhoods. This event will be held at the Snyder Academy, located at 42 Broad Street in our city. Later that afternoon at 12 o'clock, I'm going to be at the Rotary Club Luncheonette. This will be honoring our Police Officer of the Year. This event is held at the Garden Restaurant on 943 McGee Avenue in Union. On Thursday, June 9th, the Office on Aging will celebrate this year's Senior Citizen Prom. Always a fun event to be at. This year will be held at the O'Donnell Dempsey Senior Center, 618 Salem Avenue. For more information, please call 908-354-7431. And on Friday, June 10th at 7 o'clock, I will attend the graduation ceremony at Our Lady of Guadalupe students. This event will be held in a church located at 227 Center Street. And on Monday, June 13th at 9:30 in the morning, the lead graduation ceremony will be held at the Dr. Antonia Pantoja School number 27, located at 505 Morris Avenue. I'd also like to take this time to congratulate the Elizabeth Public Library, who was awarded a 2016 literacy grant in May of 2016 in the amount of $2,500. This will help purchase new and engaging materials for English as a second language students. They will also help develop increased media opportunities with ESL. And for more information on this ESL program, please call the library at 908-354-6060. In addition, I'd like to congratulate the Boys and Girls Club for their contributions in the Elizabethtown Gas Energy Coloring Book. This project will help educate our residents to save on energy bills. And this book here, what they did is they actually did pictures of artwork on how to save for energy, and they worked with Elizabethtown Gas. So the Boys and Girls Club did a great job on that book. If you need more information concerning these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. Please stay with us after these messages. We'll be back with some members of my alma mater.
Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University.
Welcome back to Our City, where I'm pleased to be joined by Miss Kathleen Stout, the Director of Institutional Advancement at St. Mary's High School. Kathleen, welcome.
Thank you, Mayor.
And Mr. Bob Halleck, a board trustee, former jack of all trades over there, right? Welcome.
Sometimes.
And you're a graduate as well.
Sure am.
1930 something? No, I'm kidding. When did you graduate?
Close. 1960.
60. And Wayne Avery, who is the Master of Ceremonies.
Here we go.
Right?
I am the Master of Ceremonies.
You didn't graduate there, though.
I did not graduate.
But you've been active with St. Mary's for a number of years.
20 years now.
20 years.
This guy's assistant in the athletic department.
And the voice for all on radio and TV.
Yeah, I try.
There you go. So Kathleen and Bob, as you know, I graduated St. Mary's High School as well back in 1972, a little after you, Bob.
Little bit.
So St. Mary's is hanging in there, but doing well, right, Kathleen? So tell us, first of all, about yourself. How did you get to St. Mary's?
I've been in the world of Catholic school fundraising for about 15 years. I live in Union, and I was working in Jersey City for a very long time, a school that I will always love, but I just felt it was time for me to come to St. Mary's. I heard they needed help, and I felt like I could help them.
Good. And Bob, you've been with St. Mary's in some role since graduation, right?
Yeah, I have. And since graduating in '60, St. Mary's has always been a special part for me. And not only was I very happy to have gone to the school and had the opportunity to play under two great coaches, I also had my two boys go to St. Mary's, and their feeling about the school is just like mine. We just love the school. Can't do enough back to help them.
So tell us about the scholarship dinner you have planned for June 17th, Kathleen. It's the first one.
It's the first one. We're really happy to be honoring Miss Janet Malco, who started as a math teacher and was the principal for almost 30 years. All told, she spent 45 years at the school. So we felt like that certainly indicates service and leadership. The gala is to raise money for our academic scholarship fund that we would like to name the Janet Malco Scholarship Fund, which will help kids from families who want a St. Mary's education but can't afford all of the tuition.
Well, you know something? I know you said she started a math teacher, and that's historically what the message is. But in 1972, when she first went there, she was an English teacher. 'Cause
Really?
They didn't have room for her in the math department.
Oh.
And it wasn't until after that she
Oh,
became a math
Janet,
teacher
if you're
for
watching,
45
I'm
years.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
okay.
didn't
You didn't
realize,
know
but
that.
thank you. No, I didn't.
And
Do you
taught
remember
math.
that?
She taught math and she taught English.
1 year English, and then she
Yeah.
went to strictly math.
That's
She was
good
our
to
girls'
know.
basketball coach,
Okay.
our bowling coach,
Right.
and even when she became principal in 1989, she continued to teach at least one subject a day because she wanted to stay close to the kids. Calculus
Interesting.
teacher.
Yeah. So I was a senior, I think, the year she arrived in 72 or 71. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she
know.
came in '69.
or she came in 69.
Sister Matilda hired her on an interim basis.
Right. It's English
I guess it was.
Yeah.
And she stayed there for 45
because
years.
I was a freshman in 69.
Okay.
So
Yep.
small world.
Yep.
So yeah, and she retired year before last,
Right.
and we just felt that she was the right person to represent academic scholarship.
Well,
for
she
St.
put more
Mary's.
time in at St. Mary's than most anybody else I can think of.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so
yes,
it's a really good
yes,
choice.
Yeah.
So tell me about St. Mary's. How's it going? What's been happening? Enrollment.
When we met with you beginning of the school year, we were talking about the community relationships we wanted to build. So along those lines, we're working with the Y, we're partnering with the Y, and we're now happy to say that some of our gym classes are going to the Ys and taking swimming lessons. So our kids have exposure to that, which some of them have never, been in a pool before. So great partnership. The Y is also coming for our after-school program to teach and run Zumba classes and yoga classes, and our parents and our community are welcome to join.
You got to get Wayne Avery in those Zumba classes. I think so.
As long as he doesn't teach them.
That's right.
Okay, so we have a really great after-school program that we're trying to make all-encompassing. We just got notification from Hayden Watson that that grant that we mentioned to you a couple months ago came through.
Oh, good.
So we got a $25,000 grant to start our computer lab. So we're going to be building that this summer. State
we
of the
talked
art.
about that.
We did
Yeah.
talk about that, and
Total
we were
cost was
hoping-
70 or something?
70. So we got the first 25. We're hoping for another 10 beginning of July, and then another 10 after that. So we're going to put
Be
that
well on your
together
way.
for September. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So that's good in terms of growth. Our enrollment, we're shooting for 220. In our school, as you know, Bob, and you might want to mention how our families often wait until the later summer to register and choose their school.
True. Yeah, for the Board of Regents meetings, we're constantly talking about enrollment for next year. 220 is a magic number for us. And one of the things that's happened over the years, and I know Janet used to pull her hair out, she could never figure out what we're going to get as far as incoming freshmen, but we have unknown 10, 12, 15 students who come in that we don't know anything about them. They wait to the last minute and they register July, August, September, and it generally brings us up to that 10 to 15 number. Don't know where they come from, but we're happy they're coming in. So whatever numbers we get between now and then, in my opinion, you could add another 10 to 12 at least that'll come in that we know nothing about.
So Wayne, you're picked as the MC for the scholarship dinner, and how did this happen? They ran out of other names, or how did you get this job?
Yeah, I guess I was probably the only one available at the time. If you remember about 5 years ago, when we honored this guy and named the gym after him, I was the master of ceremonies, and it's just something I enjoy doing. And we have done this show many occasions, me sitting next to you, and on the radio as well. So and being a part of the St. Mary's family now, I can't believe I've been there for 20 years now as the assistant athletic director. and whatever
I
it
tried to
is.
get rid of him 15 years ago.
It just didn't work.
Didn't work.
He's still calling games.
Well, he did get rid of me for a while, and he figured he had to do some work, and brought me right back. But yeah, I mean, and in I guess 18 years, Janet Malco was the principal at that time, and 5 years ago, when they were doing this, putting together the dinner for Bob, I helped put that together and was the MC. So they figured that I did a decent job at that, so I'd do it again, and I'm looking forward to it because it's
We were talking before the show. You're actually started as a radio guy in WJDM, for those that can
WJDM.
remember that.
back in 40 years ago.
And they just said you had a great radio voice.
Back in 1975, and I remember it wasn't 1975, but back in the 90s when you became the mayor, we used to do Elizabeth, our city viewpoint, and we used to sit and talk on Tuesday mornings about
You were the host, that's right.
the happenings of the city of Elizabeth. So it's always been fun, and it's and with this event, bringing all the people back, it'll be like a mini reunion for the folks
sure.
there at St. Mary's, and it'll be really good to see a lot of the old faces there.
I'm always kidding him about it, but he does a fantastic job.
He does.
Really
He
does. Yep.
So, Bob, as a member of the Board of Regents, tell me about the new board at St. Mary's and how it's been formed to help support the high school.
Well, this was a labor of love started by David Evans, our principal, who's doing a fantastic job. And so that I wouldn't forget, I wrote down the names.
Well, you
of the people
graduated in
on the board.
1960.
Yeah, so I'm.
You got to write those names down.
Where am I now? Come to think of it.
Oh my goodness.
But two you had mentioned earlier, Elliot DeSanto and Bob McGowan, two accountants, graduated with you. They serve on the board, and they're bottom line. We have Gary Reese, who was the graduate 64, who is or was formerly a superintendent of schools in Watchung. Pat Murray, one of my classmates, 1960. He's also the chairman of the Board of Regents at Seton Hall University. Denise Mileson, she's the director of marketing and public relations for young audiences of New Jersey. Erica Parker, deputy attorney general. We've got Manny Fernandez, who is he's a 95 graduate, I believe, and he's a realtor and builder. Ted Sharkey, he's an executive with Meeker Sharkey. We've got Bill Galt, who's executive director of an elementary school in Long Island. It's a very, very nice board. They're very interested in the kids. When you go to these meetings, you walk out, you're ready to take a nap. I mean, these guys are really sharp, and ladies, they do a wonderful job. They're steering us in the right direction.
So tell us about the details of the event, where it's at, timing, price of the ticket, and things like that, Kathleen.
We wanted to make it nostalgic and have people that knew Principal or Teacher Malco come and attend. So it'll be in the gym at the school, which is at 237 South Broad Street here in Elizabeth. The tickets are $75 a piece. At the door, they're $100. If you buy a table of 8, it's discounted, so it's $5.50 for a table. We have a website set up, so if you go to our website, which is www.stmaryshsnj.org, you can use your credit card to purchase tickets. You can come into the school, you can call, you can
So you're catering?
send a check. It's being catered. We're having, it's a beefsteak dinner. Hap Nightingales of Clifton is going to be the caterer. So it'll surely be a night of good food, good friends, fun. We're going to have music, and in the gym, like old times.
So this is, Miss Malco is expecting this.
Yes.
This is not a
She
surprise.
knows
in any
about
way.
this.
She doesn't live in Elizabeth, so I don't have to worry
No.
about watching
They
the
should
show.
move to Manahawkin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Manahawkin, right.
Yeah, she's very humble. She doesn't want to speak, but yes, she will be given
She doesn't
an
wanna
award.
speak.
She doesn't, but we're going to give her an award and hope that.
Yeah, I think you should have all the students there design a math problem for her. That's
a good idea.
She'd be very comfortable.
And you'd have them, and then she can go on the board
Yeah.
and challenge all of the kids to the math problem, and
That's a
for
great
every one
idea.
she solves, somebody's got to throw in $10.
Something like that's
Yeah,
a good
she can solve it in
idea.
a certain amount of time.
Yeah, yeah, because
I-
fundraising is important. It's an important
Yeah.
piece. June 30th, we end our year. Goes July 1 to June 30th. So all the goals that we set, this is our last special event, if you will. And so it's important that it's well attended.
I'll gladly help design some of those math problems too.
All right.
Because it would be a treat to stump her on math.
Okay,
think
honestly,
you will be
okay.
able to.
Now, I don't think I will be able to
Pretty
either.
sharp
I think
lady,
that's a
yeah.
great idea, and that might make her feel more
Pythagorean
comfortable.
theorems and a few things like that. And,
Okay.
you know,
So many students have called her back after they graduated school.
and say, "What the hell did you teach me?"
Well, no, not
right?
quite that, but I mean, they'd run into math problems in college, and she was always there to explain.
Yeah. Well, she's been a great person.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, I
Perfect
want to thank the three of you for taking the time to join us on the show.
Thank you for
I look
having
forward
us.
to
Thank
the
you.
dinner, and hopefully it all goes well.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Mayor.
much. Appreciate it.
For Kathleen and Bob and Wayne at St. Mary's High School, please stay with us after these messages, where I'll be back with the author of a new book, Mr. Jason Vitug from Frugal.
We're an American original. Dependable, historic, nuanced, with all the comforts of home, even when you're just visiting. So we're celebrating for all that we've left untouched and all that we've changed. A place where the past meets the future. So consider this your invitation.
We've been celebrating here in Elizabeth for 350 years, and we're just getting started.